Thank you, Giselle. You're right, it was a different speech and it was even better than what you did in Sacramento, so thank you. Another round of applause for her. Amazing. Next, representing Urban Core is Raghad al-Bawab. Raghad is an English language learner. However, she entered our school with enough English mastery to go directly into mainstream classes. She is an exemplary student in every possible way. And please share your story with us, Raghad.
Good afternoon. Parents, teachers, friends, and fellow graduates. It's my pleasure to speak to all of you today. And to start, I would like to thank God, because without Him, I couldn't be standing here now. And I would like to thank my wonderful family, who believed in me and pushed me to the limits to become who I am today. And of course, everyone here who helped and supported me. Thank you. I always ask myself, what do I want? What is a dream? And the answer comes right away to my mind. A dream is waking up every morning with a big smile on your face, even with all the struggles standing in front of you and ready to put you down, but you won't stay down. A dream is taking a medicine with a weird flavor, but knowing that it will heal you after all. A dream is reading a boring book with a very interesting conclusion. A dream is climbing a big mountain, feeling the sweat drops making you heavier, but continuing to put your own flag on top of it. And for urban core students, a dream is getting a new uniform because everyone's favorite color is green. One of my dreams was hanging on the graduation wall. That wall grabbed my attention from the first time I saw it. And I knew that all these people worked so hard to get to that point. But before I tell you about my urban core experience, let me tell you a little more about myself. My name is al-Bawab. I am from Damascus, Syria, and I lived there during the war, which decided to put its roots deeply in the Syrian land. And as well as many other people, I experienced a lot of things. I experienced missing a lot of people, places, and memories. This war is a big thief. It could steal anything from anyone in a blink of an eye. It stole everything from the safest place on the earth. We got to the point where we say goodbye to someone leaving the house with the knowledge that we might never see each other again. Me and my siblings used to come back home breathing heavy because we were racing all the way to home. But one day we came back breathing heavy because we were scared when we heard a very big scary sound close to us. Although my parents would turn the sound of would turn the volume of the TV to the highest volume, but we could still hear it and feel it. After that event, I experienced moving to many places and understanding what it means to start from zero again and again and again. One of our stops was Jordan. We found ourselves there searching for a home, jobs, schools, and a good, peaceful, and safe place. Although the living conditions there were hard, my parents were doing their best to make sure that we are receiving an education. So I was in high school back there, but I failed in English, and I had to take the test by the end of the next semester. But I couldn't do it because we moved to the United States before the deadline of the test. So I couldn't get my high school diploma from Jordan. Jordan was the middle part of the mountain that connected our dreams in Syria and our hopes in the United States. I remember getting full of dreams in a world that didn't have enough space for all of them, because it seemed so crowded with all these conflicts, struggles, and wars all over the world. I remember how hard it was to believe that everything around you was just a nightmare. You think you will wake up from it, but you won't. This is when you think you can just see the dark, scary side of climbing the mountain. This is when you think of giving up. I remember waiting for one call in Jordan to change our lives. That call took us to the other side of the world. It took us to the United States of America. And everything began to change after that. The way we looked at our future changed. It changed from dreaming to believing. But then we had a new mountain to climb. We experienced a new language, a new culture, and a new everything. It was a big step towards a new life. The first challenge for me was continuing my education, because I had just turned 18 when we got to Arizona, so no high school accepted me. So we moved to California hoping to find better opportunities, and we found one. The migration agency told us about the Urban Core program. They told us what I wanted to hear: receiving an education, getting a chance to work for the first time, and meeting a lot of new people. So I applied for it, and I was so excited, but scared at the same time. I felt that I am so close to the top of my mountain, but I knew that it is going to be hard. For my first day at school, when they told me that I will be in the regular classes, I wanted to go backwards instead of going forwards, because everything seemed so hard. I have never been in a school in America before. And most of the movies would show us a big school with a lot of mean students and scary serious teachers. But it is not that way in the reality. And I knew that God would never hurt us, and He's just making us stronger. So I decided to do my best, and to make my dreams real. I continued to climb my mountain. And I wanted to graduate sooner by taking the GED test, so I would have less classes to be done. My family and everyone here had to encourage me to do it because I was so scared. And I didn't expect it to be easy. And I passed it the very first time I took it. Not an easy test for someone who spoke a different language and never attended school in America before. Then everything changed. I began to imagine every single detail that could happen during the graduation. I was so happy to feel that the moment of standing between my family and friends and the graduation ceremony was coming soon. The GED test helped me skip a big part of the mountain towards the top. Through climbing my mountain, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I wasn't brave at the beginning to start climbing. And because I wasn't satisfied about that, I worked so hard. I worked on changing it so hard from all of my heart. I learned that it is so important to believe and to do your best always, wherever it will take you, because it will take you always to the places that will give you something. You need to back it with you while you are climbing to the top. And now, I want to leave you with a few thoughts that have inspired me. I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smile, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. And remember, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And at the end, I stand proudly as a Syrian, Muslim, refugee woman graduating from a wonderful place called Urban Core. Thank you.
Thank both of you, Giselle,Raghad, amazing speeches. Thank you so much. So proud of you. Next, it's my sincere pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, San Diego City Councilwoman Lori Zapp. Councilwoman Zapp is serving her second term, currently representing the beach and bay communities